Those numbers on your oven knobs, they're already half gone, and the way you're cleaning them is exactly why. Most people grab a sponge, press hard, scrub, and every single time they do that, they're not cleaning the knob, they're erasing it. Give it 6 months and you've got a blank dial telling you nothing. You're guessing what temperature you're cooking at. That's not a minor inconvenience, that's a fire risk. Today, I'm going to show you the right way to clean sticky oven knobs, the method that cuts through the grease without touching the print. Let's get into it. Let me describe what most of you are dealing with right now. You've got knobs that feel sticky even after you wiped them down last week. There's a yellowish-brown film around the base of each knob, right where it meets the stove panel. If you pull a knob off, and most of them do pull straight off by the way, the backside is coated in this dark, greasy buildup that hasn't been touched in maybe years. And the numbers, the temperature markings, they're either faded, flaking, or half of them are gone already. This is one of the most common things I see in kitchens. Doesn't matter if the kitchen is in a $200 a night Airbnb or a family home that gets used every day. The knobs get ignored because people don't know how to clean them safely, so they either skip them or they scrub too hard and make things worse. Here's what the actual problem is. The surface of an oven knob is not uniform. You've got plastic or metal underneath, a printed or engraved layer on top, and sometimes a rubberized coating over that. These materials don't all respond the same way to heat, grease, and cleaning products. The sticky feeling, that's not just food grease. It's a mix of cooking oil vapor, heat residue, and in many cases, the degradation of the rubberized coating itself. That coating breaks down over time from heat exposure and from harsh cleaners. Once it starts breaking down, it feels tacky, almost like old tape, and that tacky surface grabs onto every bit of grease and dust that floats near it. So you've already got a damaged surface before you even reach for a sponge. And then people make it worse. They spray multi-purpose cleaner directly onto the knob. The liquid runs into the gap between the knob and the panel, loosens the adhesive on the printed numbers, and then the scribbing does the rest. This one came from a kitchen I cleaned 3 months ago. The owner had been using a magic eraser on it every week. Magic erasers are micro-abrasive. They work great on smooth, hard surfaces. On printed text, they act like very fine sandpaper. The numbers were gone in under 2 months. That's the problem. Now let me tell you why this happens at the chemical level, because once you understand that, the solution makes complete sense. I want to take a few minutes here because this part matters. If you just want the steps, skip to the 5-minute mark. But if you want to understand why your knobs keep getting sticky again 2 weeks after you clean them, stay with me. Reason number 1, cooking vapor is not the same as a spill. When you cook on a stovetop, especially when you're frying or sautéing, tiny droplets of oil become airborne. They don't just land on your pan and your backsplash, they travel sideways. They land on the knobs, they land on the panel behind the knobs, they settle into every small gap and groove. This vapor oil layer is very thin. You often can't see it until it's had time to build up and start collecting dust. But it's there after every single cook. And unlike a visible spill, people don't wipe it up right away. It sits, it gets hit with oven heat, it polymerizes, which is a fancy word for saying it converts from a liquid into something more like a soft solid, almost like a varnish. That's what that yellowish sticky film is. It's baked on oil that has chemically changed. Regular dish soap and a wipe down won't break this down. Not because the soap is weak, dish soap is actually very good at cutting fresh grease. It's because this polymerized layer has hardened past the point where soap alone can penetrate it quickly. Reason number 2, the numbers are more fragile than they look. Oven knob markings are applied in a few different ways depending on the brand and price point. On cheaper knobs, the print is printed on with an ink or paint that sits on top of the surface. There's no protective coating over it. Anything abrasive removes it. Anything that swells or softens the plastic slightly, like certain alcohols or acetone, can lift it. On mid-range and better knobs, the marking might be pad printed with a more durable ink, or in some cases, the numbers are laser etched, which means they're physically cut into the surface and then filled with a contrasting color. Those are more durable, but the fill color can still be worn away. The point is, you don't actually know which type of knob you have until you start cleaning it and see what happens. So the safest approach is always to treat the numbers as fragile, even if they turn out not to be. Reason number 3. People use the wrong tools. I'll name the 3 most common mistakes I see. First, steel wool or scrubby pads. These scratch the surface and remove print. Never on knobs. Second, magic erasers. As I mentioned, micro-abrasive, great for many surfaces, not for printed markings. Third, spraying cleaner directly onto the knob. When liquid is applied directly and allowed to sit, it can work its way under the print, especially on older knobs where the adhesion between the ink layer and the plastic has already weakened. Always apply product to a cloth first, not directly to the knob. And the fourth one, which isn't really a tool mistake but a technique mistake, is scrubbing in circles. Circular scrubbing puts lateral force on the printed numbers from multiple directions. Wiping in one direction along the surface is much gentler and more controlled. Alright, now you understand what you're dealing with. Let's fix it. Here's the full process. I'll go step by step. This works whether your knobs are plastic, rubberized, or metal, whether they pull off or stay fixed to the panel. I'll cover both. Most oven and stove knobs pull straight off. Grip it firmly, pull directly outward, no twisting needed. If it resists slightly, that's normal. It's probably just the grease creating a minor seal. Pull steady and it'll come. Pulls knob off, holds it up. If your knobs don't come off, some high-end ranges have knobs that are secured with a screw or clip. Then you'll clean them in place. I'll show that variation at the end of this section. Once the knobs are off, set them in a shallow bowl or dish. Don't pile them in the sink yet. We're going to work on them in a specific way. Before you put any product on a knob, look at it closely. Run your fingernail lightly across a number or letter. If the print is flush with the surface, meaning your nail glides over it without catching, the marking is likely etched or deeply embedded. You have more flexibility. If your nail catches a slight edge around the marking, or if the printed area looks slightly raised or a different texture than the surrounding plastic, the print is sitting on top. Treat it very gently. Also check for rubber coating. Press your thumb to the back of the knob. If it has any give or feels slightly spongy or grippy, it has a rubber or rubberized coating. This degrades the fastest and needs the gentlest treatment. You need 2 things. For light to moderate buildup, warm water mixed with a few drops of dish soap. That's it. No ratio needs to be exact. The water should feel slightly slippery when you rub your fingers together in it. For heavy, baked-on buildup, the tacky brown residue, mix equal parts dish soap and white vinegar in warm water, about a tablespoon of each in a cup of water. The vinegar helps break down that polymerized grease layer I mentioned earlier. It doesn't damage plastic or rubber at this dilution. What you do not use on knobs: bleach or bleach-based sprays, too harsh on both the plastic and the print. Neat rubbing alcohol can lift ink from certain printed surfaces, fine on glass and metal, risky on printed plastic. Any spray cleaner applied directly to the knob. Baking soda paste, too abrasive for this job. Start with option A. If after the first pass the sticky film hasn't shifted, move to option B. You rarely need anything stronger than that. Start from the top of the knob and wipe downward, or from one side to the other. The direction matters less than the consistency, one direction only. Apply light pressure. Let the solution do the work. If you press hard, you're relying on friction, and friction is what damages the numbers. If you use the right solution and give it a few seconds of contact, the grease releases with almost no pressure at all. For the area around the base of the knob, that ridge where grease collects, use a cotton swab dipped in the solution. A cotton swab gives you control without forcing you to press hard. Showing cotton swab technique, Work around the base. You'll see the brown residue come off onto the swab. That's normal. Use as many swabs as you need until they come away clean. Once the face of the knob is clean, flip it over and clean the back. The back usually has the most buildup because it sits close to the stove panel and collects condensed vapor. The back rarely has any printed markings, so you can be a bit more thorough here. For the back, dip a corner of the cloth, apply it to the surface, and let it sit for about 20 seconds before you wipe. This gives the solution time to soften the buildup before you move it. Wipes back of knob. After cleaning, rinse each knob under lukewarm water, not hot. Hot water can warp cheap plastic knobs. Lukewarm only. Dry immediately with a clean, dry cloth. Don't let them air dry in a pile. Water sitting in the crevices can leave mineral deposits, especially if you have hard water. If your knobs can't be removed, the process is the same, but you add one extra precaution. Before you start, take a piece of kitchen paper and fold it into a small square. Wedge it into the gap between the knob and the panel on all sides. This acts as a dam. It stops your cleaning solution from running down behind the panel and into the electrical components below. With oven and stove electronics, water in the wrong place causes problems, showing wedging paper. Once your barrier is in place, proceed exactly as before. Damp microfiber cloth, one direction, light pressure, cotton swab for the base. When you're done, remove the paper and take a dry cotton swab around the base of the knob to wick out any moisture that got in despite the barrier. While the knobs are off, clean the panel behind them. This area is almost always worse than the knobs themselves because it's hidden, showing the exposed panel area. Use the same solution, dish soap, and warm water on a damp cloth. The panel is usually stainless steel, painted metal, or hard plastic. None of those surfaces require special treatment for grease removal. Wipe the panel down, pay attention to the shaft that sticks out. That's the post your knob mounts onto. Grease builds up around that shaft, and when you put a dirty shaft back into a clean knob, you've already recontaminated it. Wipe the shaft with a cloth and finish it with a cotton swab to get into the groove where the knob locks on. Once everything is clean and dry, and I mean fully dry, not just surface dry, push the knobs back on. They should seat firmly with a click or a snug fit. Reinstalls knobs. Now, prevention. This is what separates people who clean once and maintain versus people who clean and have to start from scratch every few months. 1. After every cooking session that involved frying or high-heat oil, before the stove fully cools down, but while it's still warm, not hot, take a dry microfiber cloth and give each knob a quick wipe, just 10 seconds per knob. The heat keeps the oil vapor in liquid form. If you wipe it now, it comes off instantly. If you wait until it cools and polymerizes, you're cleaning for 20 minutes. 2. Once a week, do a damp wipe. Not a full clean, just maintenance. A cloth with a drop of dish soap, a quick wipe of each knob, and a dry wipe after. This prevents the buildup from ever reaching the point where it requires serious effort. 3. If you notice the rubberized coating on your knobs starting to break down, that sticky, almost gummy feeling that won't go away no matter how well you clean it, that's not a cleaning problem. That's degradation. The coating is done. At that point, replacing the knobs is the practical answer. Most manufacturers sell replacement knobs for well under $20 a set. It's not worth spending an hour trying to restore a surface that has already failed. That's the full process. Remove them, assess, right solution, right technique, clean the panel, prevent the buildup. No scrubbing hard, no harsh chemicals, no magic erasers near anything with printed text. If you found this useful, subscribe. I put out practical cleaning guides every week, and none of them are padded out with stuff that doesn't work. Drop a comment below telling me your biggest cleaning problem in the kitchen. I read every one, and a lot of my videos come directly from what people send in. And if you want to keep going, watch this next. Gesture to suggested video. It covers how to clean the stovetop surface without streaking or leaving that white haze that most people can't figure out. I'll see you there.